What is going on, investors? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Dominic. Most people call me Dom. And if you're new and don't know who I am, I post daily videos surrounding the stock market. I talk about different stocks and I'm purchasing different stocks that you should look into. Of course, I'm not a financial advisor, but we just try to work together and make as much money as possible. So if that does interest you, please subscribe down below. I greatly appreciate all of the support. And let's get into this video, right? So as you guys saw from the title and the thumbnail, this is the most undervalued SPAC on the market right now. This is the SPAC that you should be buying at these levels 100%. Now, again, I'm not a financial advisor. This is what I have been doing. But it has been working for me personally, and I am in love with this stock. So let's get into it. As you guys can see in the right-hand corner, we're going to be talking about Pine Island Acquisition. They're the ticker symbol on the New York Stock Exchange, PIPP. And this is a stock that I really love for a couple reasons, right? First off, they're trading really close to NAV, right? They're trading really close to their $10 IPO share price. So the risk currently is about 3.5 percentage points. That's the downside risk with this stock. The most you can lose on this investment is about 3.5%, which, as you guys know, in the volatile times in these markets, this is nothing, right? A 3.5% loss in these markets, honestly, is nothing compared to the swings that we're about to see, you know, on the SPY, on the S&P 500 and things like that. So the volatility here is going to be very minuscule compared to these other investments. So if you want a place to kind of hold your cash that you can make some money in the long run, this is the stock. Now, I have talked about the SPAC in the past. As you guys know, I talked about this SPAC actually the first day it came out. I bought it around 10.50, 10.30, and I ended up selling at about $13. Just because of the fact that, you know, I didn't really like the risk involved with it. At $13, I was just going to gladly take my 10-15% profit and run. And that's what I did. And as soon as I did that, they went up to 15, sort of. It was $14.94. I got upset for a little bit, but I was like, hey, I took my profits. It is what it is. And they've been on this downtrend ever since. Now, when the markets were first pulling back, I alerted them about my channel members. I alerted my channel members around this price right here, right? I think it was March 2nd to be exact, to look into PIPP. They're trading at the $10 price range again, which I really loved at first when I talked about this SPAC. So I said, hey, I'm going to be buying a couple shares. I don't know what's going to happen, but it is a safe play in my opinion. This is a SPAC at this entry point that I plan to hold for a while. And I bought a couple shares, and of course, Friday, I'm currently recording this video Monday, but Friday they went down to under $10. They were under NAV, and I did not buy the dip. I was really upset with myself. So one of my channel members actually did let me know that they bought the dip, and I was happy for them. But like, I didn't buy the dip at under $10, which would have been perfect. I did end up buying a little bit more, around $10.20. But currently, I don't have a lot of shares in this company. But this is a safe play, and it is one of the more undervalued SPACs on the market, in my opinion, currently. And let me tell you guys why you should be bullish on PIPP, right? So this is their investor relations page, right? PineIslandAC.com. Here's something I do want to show you guys first, right? So they say that they have not selected any business combination targets. So that's good, right? You don't know that they have a target, but they says that they may pursue an initial business combination with a company in any sector. This is important right here. I'm going to highlight it. They intend to focus their search on the defense, government service, and aerospace business sector, which is huge, right? And you're maybe wondering, right, why are they looking for companies in the defense, government service, or aerospace sector? Why is that so important to them? But when you guys look at the management, right, when you look at the people behind the SPAC, which I will talk about right here in the CNBC article, you'll see what I'm talking about. So here's the thing, right? Let's start with the very first key points on the CNBC article. So one of the main advisors of Pine Island Acquisition, the SPAC's team, is going to be Tony Blinken. And Tony Blinken is Biden's choice to be Secretary of State, which is huge, right? As you guys know, Biden is our current president, and his choice for Secretary of State is Tony Blinken, who owns shares and is an advisor in this stock. And then they have retired General Lloyd Austin was nominated to be Secretary of Defense, who is also, guess what, on Pine Island's team. This is huge, guys. This is huge, right? So you have two people who are directly connected with the current administration, that are directly connected with Biden's administration, and they're searching for a target in the defense, government service, or aerospace business sector, right? These two things are starting to correlate now. Hey, right? Does this start to make sense on your end, right? They're looking for a company to merge with or to take public that is in the defense, government service, or aerospace sector. Who else is better to, you know, find a company to merge with that's going to have the best contracts, the best access to these companies, than Tony Blinken or Lloyd Austin, who are directly correlated and connected with Biden. It just makes too much sense. It makes too much sense for them to be trading at $10.38 a share. It really doesn't make sense to me. They're trading so close to NAV that you have to be looking at the stock at this prices. And that's why I'm making this video. Normally, when I record videos, I have a script, sort of like an outline of what I want to talk about. I'm kind of stuttering around and stuff in this video because I don't have a script. I just saw the share price and I was like, yo, I need to make a video for my channel members and for my subscribers right now. And that's exactly what I'm doing. So this is really, really big. So I'm going to continue scrolling down in this CNBC article, and I want you guys to look at some things here. There's a lot of well-known hedge funds and Wall Street firms who are buying into PIPP as well. It says right here that the SEC filings show that the investment arm of Citadel, whose CEO is Ken Griffin, took a nearly 7% ownership stake. Citadel took a 7% ownership stake into Pine Island. Think about that for a second. That's how bullish they are on this company. Millennium Management, they took more than a 5% stake. So these two firms already own about what, 12-13% of the company alone, of all the shares. That is huge. They've raised over $218 million from these big Wall Street players. That's huge. They also said that the Citadel and Millennium investments were made before Blinken and Austin were officially chosen for the Secretary of Defense and Secretary of State roles, right? So obviously they knew something was up, and that's why they put all their money into, this stock, and that's why they put a big portion of their money, their investment capital, into PIPP, because they know something. They knew that Blinken and Tony Austin were going to be chosen for the cabinet roles, and it just makes too much sense. At this price level, why aren't you buying this stock, guys? Also, quick honorable mention as well. Let's look at YSAC. This is a stock that I really want to show you guys too. I don't want to make a separate video for the stock because honestly this is such a underrated stock that nobody knows about, that no one's going to really pay attention if I made a separate video on it. This is Yellowstone Acquisition, YSAC. As you guys see, you have a 0.6% risk downside, right? You could lose half a percentage point of your money invested into this company. I love this so much. They have a real big support at 10. Obviously it's touched 10 twice and they're not going to let it go under that. I love this stock so much because Yellowstone Acquisition, YSAC Spac, is actually ran by Boston Omaha. Warren Buffett's grandnephew is leading this SPAC, right? Warren Buffett's grandnephew is leading the YSAC SPAC, which means that he should be using the same fundamentals and the same practices that Warren Buffett uses for his own company to find a company to take public, right? The reason why this is trading at such a low share price is not only the market downturn, but it's also because they're looking to merge with the company like in the insurance sector, in the home building, in the construction sector, right? These are industries that are not very popular, and they're not really industries that you want to look forward to when looking for an investment, especially with retail investors. But this is going to be a safe one as well, in my opinion. I expect Yellowstone Acquisition to take a company public that will have good fundamentals and that will generate good free cash flow, right? That's exactly what Warren Buffett preached, and I believe that whatever company they decide to take public through Yellowstone will be having the same fundamentals that Warren Buffett used and still uses to this day. So I really do like this SPAC, especially at around $10.06. I mean, there's not really much that can go wrong with this investment. So I'm a big fan of this company as well. This was just an honorable mention I want to tie along with PIPP because, I wanted this video to be at least over 5-6 minutes long. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy this video as well. If you did, please subscribe down below. Let me know down in the comment section which of these two stocks are you most interested in. Are there any other stocks that you believe are also undervalued at about $10 a share? Let me know down in the comment section. I'm genuinely interested. You guys can become a channel member for my channel, obviously, for $2 a month. Link will be down in the description below. You get access to all of my stock picks and a bunch of different benefits as well. So go check that out, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Peace. Take care.